Growth is never by accident. If you stumble into growth, you will also stumble out of it. Growth is by intention, and it happens through strategic goal setting. And that's what this video is all about, to teaching the methodical process of setting business goals that will drive growth. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm Emeka Osaf, the Letter of Strategy, and my job is to arm you with strategic insights that will position you in your business to win for a long time. Stick around. So there are two reasons why we set strategic goals. Number one is to keep you in alignment with your mission. And number two is to place you on the path of growth, which is what we are discussing. Now, you ask yourself, how do I set goals? What kind of goals do I set? No, it can be a bit confusing if you are not trained in the act of setting goals. There are two methods of setting goals. The first one is the one that we discussed a little about it when we were talking about KPIs, 15 KPIs that you need to be aware of on the 5 functional areas of a business: operations, marketing, sales, finance, and customer service. Okay, but there's a simpler way that will help you in goal setting, and this has to do with 3 areas. Number one, impact, influence, and income. In other words, impact goals, influence goals, and income goals. Those are the 3 areas. Your impact, that means the degree of change or transformation that your customers experience as a result of your actions, as a result of your work, as a result of contact and encounter with your product or with your service. Are you getting it? Degree of change or degree of transformation. Because your customers, they are coming to you because they are in need of something. They have an unmet need. They have a challenge. They have a problem. They have a want. So you are taking them from one place to another. That's transformation, just like before and after. Are you getting it now? That's the impact, the degree to which that transformation takes place. You need to set goals in that area. So taking it one by one, how do you set impact goals? Now, when you look at it, it's about change, the degree of change. Okay? So, and when you talk about the degree of change and transformation, the simple way to measure it is how satisfied are the customers. If you transform them from one state to the other, they are going to be satisfied. How satisfied are they? So you're going to measure the customer satisfaction. There's something called customer satisfaction score. There's something called net promoter score. Oh, when they've used your product, you ask them from a scale of 1 to 10 and so on. How satisfied are you with our product? How willing are you to recommend this product or recommend our service to someone else? Those are the ways you measure impact, satisfaction. Okay? So that's a simple way. So you can set a goal, you want to reach a 95% customer satisfaction rate, for example. Maybe you are measuring 80% or 70%. So you want to set a goal that you need to achieve within the next quarter or within the next 6 months, within the next 1 year. You want to be able to achieve 95% or 96% or 97% of customer satisfaction rate, for example. Okay, but that's the outcome. But value creation, because impact comes from the value that you are giving. The value is expressed through your product or your service. So we're going to walk back to the value creation process. There are 3 or 4 things that are required to create value: key resources, key activities, key partnerships. Okay, but the main thing there is the key resources, and you have 3 M's: manpower, money, materials. So under manpower now, we're talking of your employees. You set a goal that you want to increase your number of employees from 5 to 15 within the next 1 year or 12 months. That can be a goal that you set for yourself. Manpower. You can talk about money as it relates to resources that you need for production and operations. Or we need funds, either from investors or through loans. So we want to be able to raise so and so millions of dollars from investors, investor funding. It's a goal that you can set. Are you getting it now? Or want to be able to take a loan to the tune of this amount. That's a goal. Are you getting it now? Then materials, equipment that you need for production, software. Want to be able to purchase this software, so and so software, so and so laptops, so and so plant, manufacturing plant. And do you get? These are ways you set goals, and they are related to value creation, they are related to impact. Are you getting it now? That's how you set goals for yourself. So this is a methodical way. Then the next one, you're talking about influence. Influence is talking about the reach of your voice, your reach, your authority, and it's usually expressed through visibility and credibility. Visibility and credibility. That's your influence, the reach of your voice. So you're going to set goals, something like this. And when you talk about visibility, it can be expressed through your social media following. Okay, it's a measure of your visibility. The level of engagement you have online and offline is a measure of your visibility. In terms of credibility, we're talking about reach and authority. Industry publication, are they featuring you or your company? They feature you or your company in industry publication, thought leadership. Oh, come and write something about this for us in this magazine, industry magazine publications. Your feature, that's reach, that's authority, that's credibility, that's visibility. You're able to measure that. Okay, so set a goal for yourself. Oh, I want to grow our social media following from across platforms from 50,000 to 500,000 within the next 2 years or within the next 12 months. Are you getting it? Want to feature? Want to have speaking engagements, like maybe 5 to 10 speaking engagements within the next 1 year? Okay, want to feature in 3 different industry publications? Those are the kind of goals you set under influence. Are you getting it now? And whenever you set a goal, you are going to ask yourself, what do you need to do to achieve it? And I think that's very easy to reason and to think about. But it's to know the categories where you set goals. That's the most important thing, to measure your growth. You cannot grow without strategic goal setting. Are you getting it now? So that's influence. The next one is income goals. That one is very easy. That's where most people pay attention to. People pay attention more to the least of them, which is income, followed by influence. Impact, very little. That's a problem. But the truth of the matter is that if you are doing well in impact, it will affect your influence and it will affect your income. But people don't know that. They start from the last one, revenue, and that's why they're not able to build trust and loyalty from their customers, because it's just about the money. They want to make a sale. Okay, so influence is your revenue and profitability. That's about income. We want to grow our revenue from this to this. And not just only revenue. You can be growing in revenue, but you are not growing in profitability. You're not making enough profit. Okay, so you're going to also measure profit, which is even more important than just revenue. So we want to increase our profit margin from 40% to 60% within the next 12 months. That's a measure of your efficiency in your production process. Profitability. Revenue is there, then profitability. That's income goals. So these are the ways you set goals for yourself. It keeps you on track so that you can make progress. You can increase. Growth is all about intentional increase in these 3 domains. Are you getting it now? So that's how to set business goals. So that's a simple way to set business goals. And the next question you ask yourself, how do you know a realistic goal to set? So you don't go and set a very unrealistic goal, because you are encouraged to set big and audacious goals. But how do you know how big, so that you don't move over to unrealistic goals? The simple ways: look at what others in your industry or in your niche are doing. What are they able to achieve within 12 months? And then you look at their capabilities, the level of resources they have. You compare it with yourself. Okay, this person or this company has the same capacity, the same capability that I have. They were able to achieve this and this. It will give you an idea. That's the simple way. Also, from your past achievements in life, what you've done before, can also give you an idea of what you are capable of doing. And then you can multiply it by 5 times. Because you want to stretch yourself. Because growth happens when there is a tension between where you are and where you could be. Are you getting it now? So you want to stretch yourself. You were able to achieve this before. Now you want to do times 3. So you want to stretch yourself and it's going to help you. That tension is required. So that's how to set realistic goals, and that's how to set strategic goals that will enable you to drive growth, profitability, expansion, increase. Are you getting it now? That's strategic work for you. So when you subscribe to this channel, we are going to be dishing out very powerful nuggets, strategic insights that will help you position you to win for a long time. So I'm going to see you in the next video.